before the curtain goes up, and the curtain's going up on another U Theater production called Handcuffed this time, and I'm talking with Lee J. Bambury, the writer director extraordinaire, and his star Coltrane. Hello.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
All right, so this is you keep creating these pieces, you keep creating these amazing pieces. What prompted you to write Handcuffed?
Handcuffed was written in 2017 when BC declared a public state of health emergency due to an opioid epidemic that was growing from one overdose a day to 4 overdoses a day here in BC. And we staged it at the BC Drama Festival. It was held in a competition. We took away a couple of awards, and here we are in 2024. Figured we would restage it with a more professional cast. And we're still in that state of public health emergency.
Yeah, the problem wasn't solved. It wasn't like, this is the thing about theater, where you go, theater has the way of changing the world. You're like, does it? Does it really? Because you put on a darn play and things are still going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dark is as Waiting for Godot would be dark.
Sorry, say that again.
Well, it's kind of written in the same kind of Beckett style banter that Waiting for Godot portrays a tragic comedy.
Yeah.
And so in the same kind of light, there is humor, macabre, dark humor.
Yeah.
But it's only funny until no one's laughing at it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. We see darkness when we can only see darkness if there is light. So, right, and we can only feel the drama if there is comedy.
Right.
You want it to be all storm and drang, because then people are just feeling miserable while they're watching it.
Exactly.
Coltrane,
Yes,
how did you get involved in this show? Were you involved in the first one first?
Yeah, actually, I'm Lee J's son. He wrote the play back in 2017, and I was playing the same character then that I am now today.
What?
And so I'll be playing Tom Andrews in the play. So my dad has been my theater teacher since I can remember, and yeah, that's how I got involved in the play. It's a family theater production, nice. And so I'm able to embark on this journey with
How old were you 7 years ago?
17.
17. Yeah.
What, without giving away the ending, what is the catalyst that starts your character on the journey of the play? We always need the protagonist gets pulled into the story. Either they go on a quest, yes, or something causes them to go on a quest.
Right. So the play begins as this young man by the name of Tom. He enters in with his lovely fiance. He gets introduced to his friends, his best mates that he's been around with his entire life. Then a knock comes to the door, and it's his new neighbor who moved in next door. And his neighbor and him get to talking over some beverages, and they begin to just say things that you don't really mean when you're inebriated. And so Tom says some things, and that I think is the catalyst of the way it goes down in the play.
Nice.
Poor Tom falls off the greasy wagon.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So it becomes a problem. Now, is this a big cast, or is Coltrane playing all the parts?
A one-man show for this would be pretty funny to watch, I'd say. But it's 13?
I think there's 12 or 13 people, so it's a larger cast.
You don't even know how many are in it?
It varies. It varies, I think.
There are other movements in the play as well.
So does your program say, the program says 12 of the following will be in the show tonight?
Varies every night. No,
it's true. Well, we do have a bit of a double cast. Oh. So there's a couple of people who play a couple of different parts. So depending on which show you see, you might see one of the actors or another one of the actors. And the
Ah,
reason for that was because we're on tour after. We've already started our tour to different schools. But after the waterfront next week, we're going to be going on a larger tour until May 24th throughout different
how
schools
exciting.
throughout BC. Yeah.
How exciting. So like you're heading around to different schools uh with a large cast. Are you like the Partridge Family? Do you have a big van, a big bus?
We do.
We do have a bus, yeah.
Nice.
So it was donated to us, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, Lee J, why do you think people should see this show?
You know, I think that theater used to hold a different place in society. Um, I know that we're really theater purists in some ways. Um, we we really hold to story and how story is really at the center of our civilization. Um, I even go as far as saying is how story, in some ways, is more important than science, which is kind of a radical thing to say, but to back it up by saying that even scientists have story in their veins, in the fabric of their souls, and it's in the DNA. It's in our neural waves. It's wired into us, and so every person on the planet has a story. It's story is like the oldest art form in the world. It predates music. It predates written thing. Story is really what we live for, and so this is a story. It's on stage, and we're still carrying forward this ancient form, this ancient art form of live story on stage. There's a little bit of Antoine Artaud in it. There's a little bit of, like I said, Beckett style banter and Sartre style conflict. There's
Right.
we love Stanislavski and we love David Mamet, and how do they reconcile? So the characters, it's gritty theater, it's got bite, and really, one should have a little trepidation when going to the theater. Or at
Yeah.
least that used to be the way.
Yes.
You know you won't die, but you're going to come away changed. There's going to be a transaction that takes place, and hopefully by the end of it, we're all better for it.
Yeah. But I always wonder if I see a gun come out on stage, I go, oh, what if tonight they put real bullets in there? Ooh. All right. Coltrane, here's your chance now. As we wrap up here, you're going to tell these people in 30 seconds or less why they should not miss this. You know, you've seen those commercials, you know, in a town far, far away or something like you're going to go, this is why. Because people are hurting, right? They don't have a lot of money, and
Yeah.
you're trying to convince them, hey, spend some of your money on this show. Here's why you should come on down to the waterfront and see this show. Ready? I'm going to count you in. Okay, you're going to do
All right,
all
let's do it.
acting. And earlier in the interview, you took off your hat and you had that big mop of hair. So maybe you could do that too. And you get to see this. No, do it at the end. No, you spoil away the surprise.
All right.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I think that so many people always like to talk about, oh, there's this problem, there's that problem, and they post on their social media and they do this and they do that. But what is that really accomplishing? I think if you show up to our play, you actually stand for, oh, let's make a change in why you can help people in Vancouver and all over Canada actually make a difference with the drug epidemic going on. You also get to see this mugwump going around.
There you go.
Yeah, I would love to see you there. And it's gonna be a great show. You will never forget.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm always impressed by your guys' work. It's always astonishing and heartfelt, and I have no doubt this Handcuffed now, especially since it's a remount. It's probably you probably did a little bit of a tweaking as well, where you said this works better. This,
Oh yeah,
There are some tweaks.
Yep,
there are some
nice.
tweaks. David, can we squeeze you in the back door on opening night?
I'm not too sure. I'll get back to you ASAP. Because I was supposed to go on a harbor tour that has just canceled because the friend I was taking is going to the hospital. So I might just be able to do that. So
Okay.
I will get back to you. But if not, have a great, great opening. It was lovely to talk with you both.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thanks, David. You have a great day. Thanks again.